Okay, here we go. Still working on this Hernandez ship, and I'm kind of digging on it. I like this. It's fun. What do you think of her? Lots of changes from the last update. They're subtle unless you're like looking at them and going, "Wait, those aren't subtle." You really have been working on this. Do you even have a life, Ron? Yes, yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I do. Okay, so this is what I've been doing. Take a look at my other work. I'm too lazy to show you the previous iterations of this. So go ahead and take a look at the history of it if you're interested. If not, why are you watching this? It's late. Go to bed. Okay, so made a lot of changes to the secondary hull. For one thing, I mean, a lot of you were saying, hey, lengthen it. Yeah, that would be good. So I did. I lengthened it. I also made it taller a little bit, and I moved it downward because I wanted to increase the use of negative space here between the primary and the secondary hull, and so I did. And yeah, I kind of like it. It used to be that the secondary hull stopped right about here on this line here, that I haven't completely gotten rid of yet, because it's kind of nice to leave lines in that looks like hull plating. And I connected the superstructure of the secondary hull more to the primary with these swoopy little things that I wanted to make sure that I was still following my design cues. And I actually exposed more of the front of the neck here. There's a plunging neckline. Oh, Ron, you're wrong. Okay. And see these swoopy cutout thingies. So you can peekaboo. I can still see the louvered stepped neck inside of there, but sounds kind of slinky. I removed a lot of the clutter of my saucer section. It's more of a yeah, I don't know what words I'm trying to find right now. It's pretty late. Look what else I did to the secondary hull. See this guy right here? You saw him before. I guess it's some kind of shoulder-mounted primary weapon. That's what I'm thinking it is. Well, I don't always know what I'm doing when I'm designing stuff. I'm just like, wouldn't it be cool if, and then I just do it. And I'm like, well, it's Starfleet, though. Do they even like guns? They need guns. Everybody needs, like, if you got Borg, like, knocking on your door, you need some guns. They made stuff. So yeah, maybe it is a primary weapon, or maybe I can turn it into a docking port, or maybe I'll do whatever the crud I want because it's my design. But I added the circular indentation kind of a thingy so that if it does rotate, it's got more freedom of movement to do that. Plus, I think it kind of works with the lines of the ship. Also, when you see this like these hull plating lines and stuff like that in Tinkercad, the lines are very pronounced. They're very harsh. But if I were to 3D print this guy, it would um, you'd be able to feel that if you ran your finger along it, those bumplets and stuff. But the lines wouldn't be anywhere near that harsh. It would you'd see them, but not like you see them as loudly in Tinkercad. So yeah, I'm still going to add more detail around it here and stuff like that. Lots of detail work to do. The other thing I did, things I did, I raised my nacelles and lengthened them and pulled them back. And I changed my Bassard collectors. I made them more windswept swoopy and stuff. I was just like doing little placeholder things, putting blocks in and things like that, just so that I could get some ideas of how I wanted it to look. And then I've gone back and my details are a little bit more finished now. Um, Still lots to do, but yeah, I lengthened these nacelles, thus visually uh, displaying a requirement for more support because I like these support struts that I'm doing right now. I like these. Yeah, and because I lengthened them and added the support struts here, I was able to go ahead and further increase my use of negative space by shrinking these little secondary pylons that I've got. Did I mention that I also raised Beta cells? They're higher now. So yeah, so negative space, negative space. More negative space here with the plunging neckline. Saucy. Yeah, less clutter, but not less detail. So that the detail tells more of a story and looks like it's more purposeful. This is what I'm going for. I don't know if I accomplished that. And I probably didn't, I don't know that I talked about my, I'm not done with these yet, but these are my impulse engines. There, it's got to have a tailpipe. Yeah, and they are suspended down from the primary pylons. And yeah, I don't know. What do you think? And there's the hangar bay. There's still a hangar bay. Don't worry, there's still a hangar bay. Let's go back to natural perspective so you can see what I'm on about. For me, so far, she's passing the every angle test, where I'm feeling pretty good about where it's at right now. Thanks for the pointers to lengthen the secondary hull. Yeah, it ended up being what I did. Making it taller, lowering it, stretching it out. And if you'll notice, the one place where you'd think that I would need these support struts would be with the secondary hull, but that's not where I want it. I'm breaking my own rules. I kind of like the way I've got a few of my designs where the secondary hull is just kind of suspended with a really good, secure connection with the neck. I always thought that Starfleet ships had too skinny of necks. They look too flimsy to me. I like a big neck. Oh, that sounds kind of weird. Okay, so what do you think of her? Look at that angle. Look at the three-quarter view. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Anyway, yeah, USS Hernandez, namesake of Captain Hernandez of the NX-02 Columbia. Say stuff in the comments if you want. And bye.